Nusa Penida is such a popular tourist destination and there are quite a few ways to get there, but of course you always have to take a ferry. Coming from Bali, there are 3 ports that you can use to go to Nusa Penida. The most popular port is the Sanur, but the problem with Sanur is that it is super crowded. Of course, there are lots of boats that leave in from Sanur, being that it's the most popular. But the problem is you actually have to get in the water in order to get on the boat. We chose Kusamba port. Why? Well, because of this walkway. Honestly, I don't want to get in the water, especially if you go in when the seas are rough and just being splashed by the waves. It's not really a good feeling. Another port is Padang Bay, Padang Bay, but it's a little further, so the closest to Canggu, I would say, is Sanur, then Kusamba, and then the furthest is Padang Bay. And that port hosts ferries that hold cars and motorbikes. So if you do decide to bring your motorbike there to Nusa Penida, you have to go to Padang Bay. So here coming to Kusamba, it took us a little bit over an hour from Canggu, but if you come in later, we left actually at 7 a.m. and it was not as much traffic in Kuta area. But if you are leaving later, you might be in traffic a little bit longer. So this is a black sand beach, and there is only one company that takes you to Nusa Penida from this specific port. You cannot buy tickets online. You have to come in, and there is a little port area with benches and shade where you can wait for the ferry. There is a ticket booth. JBO pro tip: cash only. The tourist price and local price is different. The price for tourist is 150k IDR, which is slightly over $10 one way. The first ferry that leaves from here from Kusamba port is 6:30 a.m., then 7, 8, 9:30, and a few boats later. And coming back from Nusa Penida back here to Kusamba, the latest ferry leaves at 4 p.m. The company name for the ferry is Ankal. You cannot make reservations online, only in person, but if you're for sure that you're actually going to make it here, you can also make reservations on WhatsApp and come here and pay in person. And this is the ticket that you actually board on the ferry. We made it to Nusa Penida. The actual ride was only 20 minutes, 5 minutes boarding and 5 minutes disembarking, so total 30 minutes. It was a really smooth sailing. However, I did take Dramamine before just to make sure, because a lot of times the seas are rough and a lot of people get sea sickness. But also it depending on the season when you go in. That's why we decided to visit Nusa Penida in dry season and don't wait for the next time we come here, because in the rainy season it might get more rough. Not only that, the rain to explore all the beautiful things that the island has to offer. Another advantage of taking a ferry from Kusamba, besides the jetty and the comfortable boarding, is that it only takes about 30 minutes total trip from Bali to Nusa Penida. If you go from Sanur, it actually takes 45 minutes. There are actually 2 ports that you will arrive to in Nusa Penida. We are at Sampalan. This is the more popular port. More popular meaning more ferries actually come here, and the port is really nice. There is a jetty. There is actually a building of the inside of the port that you can wait for your ferry. Really cool. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. If you're thinking to come to Nusa Penida, do not come for just one day. Watch our next video to find out why. Stay at least overnight on Nusa Penida. We have the perfect resort for you. Click the next video to find out where, and just be out with us.